What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and today I'm going to be predicting the outcome of Lewis Ritson versus Jeremias Ponce, and this is going to be a 12-rounder for the IBF Super Lightweight World Title Final Eliminator, and this fight is going to be Saturday, June 12th, from the Vertu Motors Arena in Newcastle, England, and this fight is going to be broadcasted on DAZN in the United States and Sky Sports abroad. And to get both fighters, Lewis Ritson fighting out of the United Kingdom, he holds a record of 21 wins, 1 defeat, with 12 wins coming by way of knockout. He's currently ranked number 22 by BoxRec in the super lightweight division. His one lone defeat comes via split decision to Francisco Patera, but some of his best victories come over Miguel Vasquez, Robbie Davies Jr., Paul Highland Jr., Scott Cardell, and Joe Murray. And to get into his opponent's resume, Jeremias Ponce, he holds an outstanding record of 27 wins, no defeats, with 17 wins coming by way of knockout. He's currently ranked number 32 by BoxRec in the super lightweight division, and some of his best victories come via knockout over Humberto Santos Mamani. He also has a knockout victory over Miguel Cesario Antin, and a majority decision victory over Rico Muller for the vacant IBO Super Lightweight World title. And since then, he was stripped of that belt because he was not able to defend it and due to inactivity. In my opinion, this fight is going to go in favor of Lewis Ritson because he does have that come-forward pressure fighting style. Although he only has 12 knockouts, it's still very, very effective and has led to him getting knockout victories over Robbie Davies Jr. and Paul Highland Jr. As for Jeremias Ponce, he sort of has a sort of step-back style, trying to counterpunch as well, but he is susceptible to getting knocked down. From what I've seen in most of his big fights, he's been dropped. He sort of has a high guard, and he doesn't have a terrible jab. He just sticks it out there, and he could definitely use that to keep Ritson off him, but I just see Ritson powering through that jab and landing some big shots on Ponce. And Ritson, from what I've seen, likes to throw hooks, and especially his straight shots, and that could definitely cause problems for Ponce, because Ponce, from what I've seen in his last fight, it was against an unknown opponent in Argentina. I believe the guy had a record of like 25-12 or 25-13, something like that, and he did get dropped, and it wasn't a really, really good night for him. And from what I've seen as well on his resume, courtesy of BoxRec, he has a lot of split decisions and majority decisions to guys who have like losing records or close to losing records in Argentina. And this might be a wide awakening for him because he's coming to the United Kingdom, and he's coming to an arena where they do have a fighter in Newcastle that will scream and shout for him and boo Ponce. And Ponce might not be ready for that mental warfare here, because when he's going to come into the ring, they're going to boo him, they're going to scream at him, and they're obviously going to cheer on Lewis Ritson. And I believe the reason why Lewis Ritson didn't look so good in his last fight against Miguel Vasquez, I think it was because there was no crowd. But in that fight, Vasquez, from what I've seen, it looked like he won the fight. I watched some fight highlights of it. I watched more of the fight as well. But, yeah, even looking at BoxRec's fan scorecards, they had it 117-111 for Vasquez, and one judge also scored it for Vasquez, the other two scoring it for Ritson. And from what I've heard, Vasquez should have won that fight. But I really think the reason why he didn't look so great there was because there was no fans present. And he usually thrives off the cheering crowd. And that usually drives him to come forward to really put a beating on his opponent. And that's why I think here in Newcastle with the fans, I think it's going to be a huge positive rather than a negative. So, therefore, I believe that Lewis Ritson might be able to score a knockdown on Ponce, but overall I think it will go the distance, and I think it will be in favor of Ritson, as I was saying before. I believe it will be unanimous, not split, not majority or anything like that. And I believe the judges will score the bout as close as 115-113, as wide as 117-111, and in the middle at 116-112. So overall, I believe that Lewis Ritson will defeat Jeremias Ponce, giving him his first defeat, winning via unanimous decision, and winning the IBF Super Lightweight World Title Final Eliminator. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.